Hey guys, got a Wi-Fi match here using my new Sandstorm team versus a Rain Dance team. But the nice thing about Hippowdon is it gets Sandstorm off after most other weather conditions because I think it goes by speed. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I just think the weather effects go by speed and the Hippowdon's obviously slow. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I just think that's how it goes. So then I get a Stealth Rock off and an Earthquake, which does next to nothing. I get Scalded to hell. Tank's gone, but he didn't really have that much of a use. So yeah, then I go into Goku because I didn't really have any good counters for Politoed. So I use Aura Sphere even though I knew probably wouldn't do a ton because of Politoad's special defense. But I just went for it anyway, and Skull didn't do a whole lot. And he made a pretty good prediction, but I predicted something along those lines, so I switched to Hidden Power, which would have been super effective against Politoed because it's grass type, and it hits ghost types. And then I just went off with a Dark Pulse, which is a good move, but he still survived it. Thank God he flinched and didn't get to pull off another move. So then I finished him off the Psychic, predicting some sort of switch possibly, I don't know. I just like to mix up moves every now and again. He goes into a Zoomerol, which I just hit with the Hidden Power. There's no way you could have really known it was a grass Hidden Power, so yeah. Then he hits Lucario with a superpower and screws it over, but I was ready for that by now. Actually, Lucario lasted a hell of a lot longer than I thought he would. Then Azumarill is nearly done, so I switch into Beast to get the job done. Then he switches back into his Politoed to get back the rain, and then I hit it with a Crunch and finish it off. But I still have T-Tar to bring back the Sandstorm whenever I need it. But I needed to withdraw Beast because he gets his speed from the Sandstorm. So I figured it would just be best if I had the Sandstorm out. Then he goes for a Trick Room, which I actually wasn't expecting so late in the match. But I mean, whatever. Then he just goes for an Explosion, which doesn't do a whole lot to T-Tar. He was definitely aiming it at Stoutland, which it would have done a lot more damage to, and I go for a Thunder Wave, which didn't really do anything because there was no one there. Then he goes into his Machamp, and I really didn't have anything on it, so I just let T-Tar get wrecked by Dynamic Punch because I have the Sandstorm up and he doesn't have his Politoed anymore. So I go right back into Stoutland. But I guess he's Scarfed, which really freaking blows, because I was going to Giga Impact him. Then he just destroys Stoutland instead. So I lose Stoutland without him really doing anything. And then I switch into Empoleon and just kind of protect to stall him out a little longer with the Sandstorm. Not entirely sure what I was... yeah, that was it. He wasn't Scarfed, it was the Trick Room, and I sent out Stoutland because I had completely forgotten about the Trick Room in the battle. But then Trick Room ends that turn, which is good. So then he switches out to his Scizor. Scizor manages to withstand the Hydro Pump, but it's still critically damaged and its attack and defense fell, so he's either not going to be able to do any damage or he's going to have to switch out, which puts me in a good position. So then I go into Dugtrio to make sure he doesn't switch out, and just in case he bullet punches, I go for a Sucker Punch to finish him off. Then he sends in a Zoomerl again, and that's the battle. Yeah, he forfeited right there, so that was it. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.